Just an amazing view to start this video off here as the sun's coming up over the outback of Australia. We're here on Emerald Coast, and as I feel like we always do when we hunt this map, taking the let the hunt take us where it will approach and see if we can find anything cool for our trophy lot. And we've got a massive group of kangaroos rolling through. Got a mythical in there, and with our loadout today, I really like it. It's the 375, 44 lever action, 257, and 22. It's very likely with kangaroos, because they've got good senses and they just move a lot, that we're going to be taking longer shots. And I think the 257 is going to be a really good option for them, even though the 44 is ethical. So that is the mythical. I think we'll just go ahead while we can see him. Okay, almost shot a feral goat by accident. Get him to go alert. And he should stand up straight. That should be right in there. I think we may have hard shot him, also possible because of the way he was standing, it was spinal cord. Don't use those binoculars, we'll blind everybody. Pretty nice start. Got more kangaroos that were just laying there. I don't know if those are ones that were in view or not. Either way, I mean, they're surrounding us. It's an absolute monster level 5. Oh, okay. Why does it feel like this happens all the time? I was gonna say this anyway. I feel like I've got a love-hate relationship with Emerald Coast, and it's the Emerald Trolls thing, whether it's RUSA deer, kangaroo, sandbar, like we just get trolled all the time. But I love the species out here, and it's kind of a different kind of hunting than most other maps, especially because most animals, sandbar, RUSA, kangaroo, like all the males basically are max weight, so we don't put much stock into heavy tracks. So primarily, it's spotting things out in the open, such as a fleeing level 9 kangaroo, and going after them. So, we have our mythical, a 410 gold. It was a hard shot in vertebrae, for good measure. Now, we had seen that one kind of go past that hunting tower, so I'm gonna just walk up to it and maybe jump in there. Maybe we can see them. Sometimes they come back nervous, sometimes they just seem to hop along forever, and I think we're still on his tracks. As long as we don't pick up any others, we shouldn't have a problem there. I mean, there's a kangaroo. Now we're not on his tracks, by the way. I wonder if that's them. They're all nervous out there. They like popped into render. Got feral goats down there. Gonna try to run forward. We may have to skip the hunting tower. It's either gonna be the group that we maybe shot the one out of, or the group with the level 9. There's one more there we can't spot, like in between those two. There's our kangaroo. Okay. They're nervous and kind of resting, but yep, getting up. I think we could probably just get them to go alert. About to do that now, actually. CO4, 150, don't shoot the tree. They move pretty quick, yeah. When they stand up straight, you gotta go for that shot fairly quickly. They'll spook pretty easily, but if we just kind of chill, let him calm back down, get back to nervous. I don't know because he's facing away. Will he still go alert? I think easier. Oh, never mind, he is alert. Okay, this time's for real, I hope. Stand up. Should be right in there. I think we got a lung shot. That was looking like we were about to struggle to find him. Now the question is, because I think it's that brown fur type, which I kind of prefer. It looks more like a red kangaroo. It's a decent estimate. Does he make it? Feels like this could very well determine, like, just the path this video is on. Like I said, brown fur looking pretty nice. Wow, that's like the closest roll you ever had. 485.6. Typically, if they troll, it just ends up being like a 470. Just 7 shy. We do have a max score of brown fur type, so like, it's not that disappointing, but here we are again, Emerald Trollst just doing its thing. Putting us in our place already. What I was actually originally doing when we stumbled into them was going down here, and I don't even know if red deer drink down there. I don't know, they might, but yeah, didn't take long. And turns out red deer do drink here. One of the cooler looking level 7 racks next to... That's amazing. That's a 6, that's a 7. The scaling is pretty quick when you get to that point. Spooked a couple more, and you know, we have now seen the reveal of the new red deer models kind of up close. Looking forward to the day that is what we're gonna have out here, but for now, that guy is at about 200, and this is the one place, yes, we could use the 257. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we could hard shot that red deer right there, but we're gonna get a little bit closer. Wind's kind of bad, so we're gonna do it slowly. And we use the 44. He is alert right about 150. Should just punch right into the lungs, probably clear through to the liver. and he shouldn't be going anywhere whatsoever. And the big reason, like, I like how this loadout works, obviously the 257 for kangaroo and stuff, we've got the 44 for red deers, I guess I was gonna say sandbar, we could use the 375 for sandbar, RUSA deer, and the 44 is just a croc killer if they come after us. So the rest of the red deer are out of here, our 7's laying right here. 208 hiding behind all the chat and stuff just to the left of the heart. And we did, I mean, right lung, liver, and stomach. Not half bad. So, I want to spend a little more time like down here in the outback. One thing that we still don't have is a rare, at least male kangaroo. We might track that axis deer on our way over, but anyway. I feel like we get out of kangaroo territory too early when we're on these maps, and that's part of the reason that we just simply don't have a rare male, so we'll try to at least hang out down here for a bit. So that is going to be our axis deer. We actually had to track him kind of back the other way, but not a huge deal. Little red stag standing there, may well be one of the ones we spooked. Back to the 257. Make that shot before he goes to feed again. That really, it's kind of raining right now, but that can make for a nice screenshot. I mean, even with the lighting not being perfect, that is pretty darn cool. And like the faces and stuff is, I feel like axis deer are so underappreciated. Like just, I really feel like they got the facial structure and everything just about perfect. Anyway, 184 scoring goal for that. Heart shot him with the 257. And now, we'll kind of still go the same direction, but we're going to go south of the lake. I guess we'll go north of it. That is at least a decent feral goat. Level 4 up to 174. That guy's actually got a better estimate. Maybe it's just the angle. I thought that one was a little bit better. Either way, get to use the 257 again. We actually hadn't reloaded, so good chance to do both. Shouldn't be going far. And of course, we know those are going to be on Scotland as well, so nice way to kind of, you know, transition into the future of the Hunter Call of the Wild. As far as the present goes, that's going to be a 165 blonde fur type. Just over the heart that time. Not a whole lot as far as kangaroos, by the way, since we started moving down through here. And I guess that's kind of the thing of it, like they tend to spook in the distance. I feel like they're always just running. So it's a matter of getting eyes on them before they go over the next little rise. But we do have a mythical out here. In the shadows, they always look mellow, but as he's kind of moving out of there, he is not. At that distance, we can go with the 44. I can't believe that didn't drop. I almost think we didn't get lungs. I don't know. It feels like it went down too fast to not be, but I would have thought single lung would have killed it for sure. That is vital blood down there. Yep, right lung and vertebrae with the 44. Still didn't drop it immediately. 417 for that. And we've pretty well made it to the bottom corner here. I don't want to go up north and get in these guys' way, so this area is one of my favorites. It is getting hunted right now. It's 9 a.m. So as far as drink times, there's not a whole lot going on. Why don't we maybe go up into like this area? Maybe hunt some Banteng, even get after crocs for a bit. Well, it ain't impressive, but we've got an aggressive croc here. Oh, early with the first shot, but the second shot should have found its way into the vitals. Now, he might find his way all the way down to the water, because not getting the first vital hit didn't do us a lot of good. He's starting to go down. We're still going to have to wait for him to float for a decent amount of time. So that could have gone better. First shot was in the jaw, second shot just single lung. But the fact that it goes through the skull and into the lung is what makes the 44 good. Just a little 511 silver. Hopefully some bigger ones around here. Well, we do have a mythical croc down here. If he'll turn... Honestly, that distance we could go either way, but let's go back to the 44 and hopefully get a better angle this time. Taking forever to turn. He went attentive so quickly. I mean, at this point, we may actually have an angle just at that. There, he finally went alert. Let's let our heart rate calm down. Really behind the roots. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but whatever we hit, he's going nowhere. And looks like another one heard all that going down. He's coming up here, level 7. I'm not so sure that second shot was even needed. I think we hit brain or neck. Anybody else? I heard... Oh. Where's that at? Okay, there's a level 9 over there. This time we're going 375. He's alarmed. I kind of... Wait. Did that hit him? There's a tiny root there. Okay, we got him. Goodness gracious. He's up to 11-13, so he's got a decent shot at it. Diamond is 10-15, if I remember right. So we had the charging one. We have this guy, the mythical. It's a spinal cord shot, actually. Luckily, I think with our 9, we should have been into the lungs with the 375, and we will soon find out what we got. Magpie keys flying over. I always try to spot these things because their rares are really cool. Now, I don't have the E-collar, so should we actually run into a decent one, that's going to be a whole different story. But as for our level 9 croc, there we go, 10-24, not a diamond by a lot. Sting-alonged him with the 375. We will take that. I think we'll tax him probably for the second trophy lodge with that score. Emerald Trolls can only hold us out for so long, and that guy makes it. Pure luck, too. I mean, like, because we got charged by that second one, if he had spooked rather than just gone alarmed, pretty decent chance he got into the water before we'd have ever seen him. So we are in the middle of this spot that we encounter all the time. For some reason, like, there's one crocodile zone along, like, this part of the river or the creek, and all the ones that are over here rest in that spot. Bunches coming over here past us. We saw a couple females, I think. Yep, that one's still coming this way. I've always been amazed we've not really killed anything special out of there, considering how many just kind of sardine into that spot. Hey, somebody shot this already. It's always interesting to find in multiplayer. Anyway, I think the rest of them are going around us. I want to say it should be hog year drink time. It's 11 a.m., so we might start to see some of them. That? Oh boy, could that be a diamond RUSA deer? It doesn't, maybe it's just because we don't hunt here that much. It doesn't immediately scream troll to me. It was up to 155, diamond is 148, I do believe. We ended up coming up here, I was completely wrong. Hog deer start drinking at 1300. I was thinking they ended at 1300, but that wouldn't be him, right? I decided to come up here to a spot I talked about earlier that was getting hunted, one of my favorite spots on the map, and right away, we have a level 5. There's got to be another one, because I thought he had run further up here. I can't see him. There's a hog deer. Well, let's just take it slow here. There he is. Okay. Wasn't even on the right track, just happened to catch up to him. Let's get the 44 here. Pop the scope back on. He just went nervous. As expected, he's going to kind of turn. Gonna get reloaded just on the off chance. Somehow we need extra rounds. We should be fine. Pop back up here. Can't see him at all. Okay, he's in that perfect spot. We can't do anything. He's alert. Gotta go prone. I think he's gonna be hidden behind the hill. Okay, kind of walking back. If he'll turn back our way, I think we've gained just enough ground. Gotta kind of wait for him to do that. I can't even tell. That kind of looks like our diamond, but I'm just not sure. Spinning around there. That's gonna drop him. I imagine, based on the angle we had, there's no way we didn't get into some kind of vitals. That is vital blood. I don't know. Maybe he falls short. It looks pretty decent size. I think it at least has a chance. Oh, that's a diamond. 149.35. Let's go. He only makes it by like 0.6. That's only our second diamond RUSA deer ever. Every other time we've seen 5, minus the 1, it has ended up being a troll. That is actually really cool. I've been wanting maybe a couple more, like both RUSA and Sandbar, for our trophy lodge. Not as big as the first one. Our first is 151, so I do think this is like the troll rack. It's interesting though, like, at least visually, it looked larger. Maybe pure luck? I don't know. We took it seriously just in case, and he ends up making it. That is going to be a really nice addition to the main lodge. 2 diamonds now, and only 1 troll on the infamous Emerald Trolls. Who would have thought? So finally, we're on to some Banteng here, although not very impressive ones. There's a decent 4 there. And taking away our angle. Just going to get that 3 because we got to run that direction anyway. Just quickly, that is another animal that's been shot. Twice, actually. Kind of a miracle the 2 diamonds we killed today had not already been hit. That's a much better looking one. 134 minimum. Now, forget about the one we were kind of chasing. He's attentive, standing up. We'll probably try to line that up. I don't love that angle. Their lungs are huge. Finally got him alert, so kind of spinning. We'll just take that before he spins the rest of the way. Going aggressive. I actually wouldn't be terribly shocked if that ends up making it. But, you know, they're the other end, I guess, of Emerald Trolls, where, you know, you get so many max level goats and kangaroos and RUSA deer that don't make it. You get a lot of level 4 Banteng that actually do. Diamond's 137, maybe? So, he's got a fair shot at it with a minimum of 134. We will soon find out. That's a Diamond Banteng, 139.83. So, I suppose we'll tax that maybe for the second lodge as well. However, because of the Diamond RUSA deer, we're not even going to be going back to the second lodge. We're going to go back to the main lodge with that RUSA deer, and I think on that note, that's exactly what we're going to do. 3 for 4, well, not even 3 for 4. 3 diamonds, 1 troll, and one of them not even being a max level. So the only kind of dilemma here is, where are we going to put this thing? We've got our other diamond RUSA, and by the way, like, okay, that looks strange. Anyway, you can really see the difference with these antlers. I really hate what that's doing to the head there, so gonna just put him back where he was. I don't know if there's anything in here I really want to take down, so we'll probably find another spot, but that's kind of got like the 3 Emerald Coast deer species all as diamonds. You know, I think this red deer might be the perfect thing to take down. We've got a number of red deer displayed throughout the lodge, including just in here. 2 on either side of like all these rares in the center. What this side of the hallway has always been is like basically large antlered deer species, and I think a RUSA deer actually fits in there perfectly. Not quite as impressive as the other ones. Maybe if we do that, kind of shows like the length of the beams a whole lot better. I like it. And I talked about, I think it was with the axis too, the RUSA kind of have that same thing. The facial structure on them, when you look up close, is really, really well done. So, kind of a large change. That has been a red deer for forever. But I like it, especially given the rarity, like between Diamond Red Deer and Diamond RUSA, we've seen a whole lot more red deer make diamond than RUSA deer. So, nice little lodge addition. 3 diamonds today off Emerald Coast. That may be our best ever, I'm not sure. Feels like it probably is. And always nice to get out there and do something a little bit different. This time it produces in a massive way. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.